Hey everybody, Chris here with America on Two Wheels. Thank you for stopping by and viewing my newest creation. I was invited to join my friends on a New Year's Day tradition. The ride from my home to the meeting place was about 35 miles. I had dressed appropriately for the frigid temps that morning. Multiple layers, riding pants, jacket, and insulated gloves. The heated grips on high, the BMW R1100 was eager to go. She didn't even hesitate when I accelerated through my icy neighborhood. The current temperature was 34 degrees. The ride to the meeting place was mostly highway. The traffic seemed light, most likely because most sane people are enjoying New Year's Day inside where it's cozy and warm. The few of us who dared to brave the cold today for this ride need to have our heads examined. I don't mind the ride to the area northwest of Asheville to meet with Patrick and Roger. They are truly blessed to live in an area I believe offers some of the best riding in the area. I was the first to arrive. I like being early. I look forward to a coffee from the local shops located downtown. After the 40-minute ride here in the cold, I definitely needed one. Marshall seemed like a ghost town, not the usual bustling little community I've seen since the hurricane caused extensive damage and disrupted their lives not so long ago. Remaining members of the group rolled into town. The rumble of 5 engines disrupted the crisp morning air here in Marshall. It was a crisp 44 degrees at this point. The sun was shining. The skies were clear. Mother Nature seemed to be promising a brilliant, if not chilly, ride. Roger, the unofficial leader, with a grin as wide as the Appalachian Valley, patted the back of his longtime friend Patrick and looked at the group. Y'all ready to kick off this year the right way, my friends? I stood behind him, often the quiet observer who often surprised them with a sharp wit. I nodded, zipped my riding jacket higher to block as much wind as possible. As ready as I'll ever be, I replied. Patrick and Roger have a tradition. Every year on January 1st, the two meet and ride the projected high temperature of the day in miles. Sort of a kicking off the riding season in style tradition. Typically, if Mother Nature plays nice, the roads are clear, although she has, in the past, blitzed them with temps in the teens on January 1st. This year, to our surprise, many friends of the group decided to join us onto what promised to be a great ride. Jason, the youngest and most energetic of the group, revved his lowrider, a playful challenge in the sound. The distinct idol of the large Harley V-twin, potato, 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 caught the attention of the group. Come on, Roger, it's 48 degrees, not 28. It'll just be a little brisk. said Jason. Patrick, the ever-cautious one, adjusted his gloves. Brisk can turn to numb fast on these back roads. We will stick to the main paved roads. There hasn't been any recent rainfall, so I'm not too concerned about ice patches, especially in the shady areas, he reported. Ed chuckled. Where's the adventure in that, my friend? I thought we were going off pavement, so I rode my DR 650 today. Patrick laughed and said, No, I think we will stick to asphalt today. As much as I'd love to ride my new CF Moto IBEX 450, Ed seemed disappointed, but indicated he understood. Patrick in the lead while Roger chose to bring up the rear. They both had the GPS route plugged in case the group widened out too far. They were connected to each other via helmet comms as well. The next hour was exhilarating. The sun, climbing higher against the horizon, painted the frosty fields and bare trees in hues of gold and silver. The air, though cold, felt invigorating, washing away the sluggishness of the holiday season. The winding roads offered sweeping views of the French Broad River, a ribbon of silver against the frigid winter landscape. This is what I live for, Patrick shouted, leaning into a turn, his gold wing a blur of motion. I try my best to keep up with him through the twisties on my BMW. As we rode further, the roads began to live up to western North Carolina's promise of motorcycling bliss. The temperature, while still 48, felt colder in the shaded areas where the sun struggled to penetrate. The group had completely forgotten the feel of the frigid temps and icy wind pushing against them. The beautiful roads had transported us into a surreal feeling that many have not experienced on two wheels. At one point, Roger was taken by surprise when Jason, who was just ahead of him, twisted the throttle of his big twin while accelerating up the hill, releasing a thunderous sound that echoed through the air. Roger proclaimed through his mic to Patrick, "Well, there's the Harley." Patrick laughed. I said to Patrick, Roger and the group, "I'm very glad we were all able to make this ride. It has been a blast riding these beautiful roads with you." Everyone agreed that it had been well worth it. We continued on, our senses heightened. The journey became a symphony of breathtaking scenery and camaraderie. We navigated stretches of road where bare trees, absence of leaves, had left unobstructed views of rolling hills and snow-kissed mountaintops in the distance. The route included inclines where our engines refused to struggle while climbing. The group navigated the twists and turns effortlessly. We moved as carefully choreographed two-wheeled pilots on the asphalt. The roads demand precision and our trust in the machines. arrived back at our point of origin. We killed our engines, the sudden silence amplified by the emptiness of the small town. The cold, though ever present, seemed less biting, replaced by a profound sense of accomplishment. Michael smiled, a genuine, contented smile. That was great. Exactly how we should start the new year, he then stated. A new year, a new challenge, and who better to face them with than you folks? We all gathered in the only eatery open that day in Marshall, a small shop called Star Taco that served light fare and coffee. We all sat for a while and discussed the coming year's plans and ideas for future group rides. We all returned to our bikes, fired them up for one last leg. We pointed our front wheels in the direction of home and back to the daily routines we call life. Until next time, thanks for watching, take care and be safe.